What's up, guys? Thought I'd play y'all some oldies. What's up, Tank? What's up, Doghouse? Everybody's always wanting me to sing and play something. I might bring out some oldies. How y'all doing tonight, guys? What is up? Welcome back to the live. How are y'all doing? How has y'all's week been? Let's get in here. Let's talk about it. And yeah, man, glad to be here. And yeah, we're getting a lot of rain and stuff right now as we speak. Big thunderstorm just came through here. I thought it was going to try to mess up my live. And hey, we made it. We made it. We're in here. And yeah, what's up, Chad? I'm about to shave and shower, but I'll be listening. There you go. That's awesome. So, how have y'all been? Everybody have a good week. We got a lot of rain, guys. We're going to try to do some work today at the apartment complexes out of town. I'm giving the guys some extra time, you know, while we're trying to trim all our bushes and everything. So, yeah, that didn't happen. So we're going to have to try to fill that in this week. All right, Dalton, that's awesome, man. He's off daddy duty for a minute and gets to hang out with us for a second. So that's pretty cool. Hey, if anybody wants to get into the live tonight, I pinned the comment. I got it pinned up there at the top. You should be able to come in. Me and my wife tried it earlier, and you should be able to come in with your phone. You don't have to have the computer or whatever. And if you want to get in here and talk with us, let everybody see your faces and get to know you. I asked a couple people this week, and everybody's busy, man. You know, or shy to get on live. I don't know what it is, but we all do videos. A lot of us in here, so yeah. If you want to get in here, hit that pin comment, get in here, and let's interview. No guest, Tank. Like I said, there's a pin thing up there. You can click on it, and you can be one of the guests tonight. I can have about 6 people in here at once. Kind of crazy. This StreamYard, how it's set up. What's up, Ernest? You doing well? Doing good? How's that garden treating you? My seat. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's kind of squeaky. I need to get some grease in it. I had to grease my spindles today on the mowers. I sharpened the blades, greased the spindles, greased the front casters. It was about time. Give me a few minutes, Lee, and I'll try to get on with you. Come on, Tank. You're good. Need to interview Tank, Lee. He said, give him a minute. He'll get on here. We'll interview him. Yep, I like it. Yes, Matt on live. Yeah, get him in here, Ernest. Y'all cheer him on. Yep, computer or phone, it doesn't matter. We ran it earlier. Me and my wife was pre-fixing everything up and got it to work on her phone, so should be able to do either way. Heck yeah, man. Doghouse, if you need to get in here and you want to talk for about 30 minutes or 20 minutes or however long you want to, like I said, you can come in and out. You do videos and everything. I've been watching your videos here lately. Pretty good stuff, man. I like it. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Hope everything's well over there or down there in Australia. I know y'all are in your fall, close to winter months. So, yeah. Here from Dobie's channel. Good evening. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming to my channel. Hope you're a subscriber now and you want to be a part of the Irvin Lawn Service fiasco. What's up, Jeff? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope them John Deeres are treating you good still. That's awesome. Well, we got like 14 of y'all in here, so that's good. Cold felt like 5 Celsius this morning. That's probably degrees in our thing. You're all right, Dalton. You do pretty good in your videos and everything. You ain't gonna be too bad to get on live and tell us some of your skills and everything that you have been picking up. I think you said you got a full-time job. You do it part-time. We need to hear what it's like, how it is with your full-time job and then having to pick up yards on the side part-time. Oh, 23 Fahrenheit. Okay. Yes, I don't know my Celsius and my Fahrenheit, so I had to figure that out. What's up, Ray? Glad you can make it in here. Yep. I got it pinned at the top, Ray. If you want to come on in the live, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, I told them we can get about 6 people in here and shoot the crap with everybody. So if you want to go up to the top of the comments and pin in, you can do it with your phone or your computer and come in live with us if you want to. If you're going to be in here, talk about all that money you're making, all the skid steer work that you got going on. So it's set up for anybody that wants to get in here, even if you are if you're watching and you don't comment. I don't care. All is welcome. So whoever wants to come in, all is welcome, and we can talk. I ain't saying that. In the hot tub. Woo! It's a little warm to be getting in the hot tub, I think. I like the hot tub when it's cold outside. Getting the hot tub when it's hot, might be rough for me anyways. Brian and the Power Rake video was good. I hadn't saw that one yet. I'm gonna have to tune in and watch that one. We've had a pretty busy weekend. We had a birthday party. My son's buddy from school had a birthday party at one of them jumping places. So we ended up there for like 2.5 hours. But it was fun. Wore them out a little bit, and then we went and ate one of them hibachi places where they cook in front of you. Kids really enjoy that. So yeah. But my guys had a really good week, guys. They got all the lists done. We're caught up, and we just had a big downpour here at the house. So I don't know what we're gonna be able to do tomorrow. If it ain't water is cool 82. A cool 82, huh? But I don't know what we're gonna do as far as tomorrow. We might, if it ain't raining, probably too wet to get on the yards, but maybe we can go, and if there's no rain in the forecast, maybe I can just ship them up there out of town and let them go ahead and knock out the bushes tomorrow. For the rest of the week, they can catch up on the yards and everything. So we're always moving and grooving and always working that schedule, right, Ray? Chad, what's going on, man? How you doing? Appreciate you coming in here. So anybody got a topic tonight? I just come on here, and that's why I put the pin comment at the top, so anybody can come in and help me on whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm trying to stay true to the lives and keeping them on every Sunday at 7 o'clock. So might be a little bit of feeding off some of your comments and questions tonight, because if you do this every week, your brain, you have a hard time thinking about what you're actually going to talk about. And I'm not out in the field as much anymore, so seeing a lot of excitement going on out there, I just hear it from some customers and stuff like that. So yeah, Tank's in here. Hang on, here he is. Look at this, guys. What's up, man?
What's up, Lee? What's up, everybody?
There he is, Tank, the Tank Man. Where's Mama Tank at? I love it when you call her Mama Tank, dude. That's
Oh
awesome.
man, Mama Tank's in the living room right now, sitting in the recliner playing PUBG with all her homies across the country.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, man, Mama Tank is a school teacher. She's the only school teacher I know that plays PUBG and stuff like that. We didn't have school teachers that were cool like that when I was in school, man.
Oh no, man, we didn't at all. So the new generation brings on the cool teachers, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, late late Generation X
Oh
and
yeah.
early millennial, whatever you want to call us. I don't
My,
consider myself a millennial, even though I am one.
my wife's down there. She helps with the comments and all that kind of stuff. If you hadn't known or whatever, you've watched my lives several times. But she just
Oh
mentioned.
yeah.
She said you did say that you had a English teacher with them tall black boots all the time. You used to get on a bit about. I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the language arts teachers, whether it be English, spelling, whatever. They were always the best ones. I'm gonna leave it at
Yeah.
that.
I got you. So hey, I've been watching your stuff too and everything. I noticed that you got your Walker mower back going.
Oh man, that thing right there. Sometimes you just don't realize what you have until it's gone, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I got that thing a little over a year ago. I got it a little over a year ago. I picked up a lot of lawns that had to be bagged, and the only thing I had to bag with, I had the Turf Master, this 30-inch Toro push mower Turf Master, and then I had the grass gobbler for both of the right standards. And I had a mower one time before, it had the grass catcher on there, and it did pretty good, man. But the grass gobbler is not the same as the grass catcher. It just throws stuff everywhere, throws it all over you. I mean, it gets the job done, but it's I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I got you. I got you.
But
Yeah.
that walker is
Yeah, so you like the walkers and everything. I know Chad in here, he enjoys the walkers. I had walkers for several years, man. But I guess what it was, I had a 60 inch and then I always had the walkers. I'd usually rely on the walkers for the winter months, just for doing leaves. Walkers to me they cut amazing. You cannot beat a cut quality mower than a walker because they float, they go with the terrain. But they're slow. They're
super slow.
slower for, if you're doing small cookie cutter yards and everything, I can see where it'd be good, especially if you're like bagging them and you're not throwing it into the, mulch beds or anything like that. But my yards are not designed for that. I kind of wasted, I had like four of them throughout my time, having them, but I loved them for leaves and leaves did good. But, then you get where it would clump up or it would get stopped up and everything. And that's what happened to my finger. My finger right there, I actually almost cut my finger off because it was clogged up, but the propeller was still turning, free
Oh
spinning,
wow,
because it goes down slowly, and it was
the
free
blower
spinning.
fan.
Yeah, and I stuck my finger in there to try to get the leaves out, and it went nah, and I picked it up, and half my top of my finger was flipped over.
Have you ever had to change out the blower on one of those things?
Oh
Not the blower assembly, but just the fan itself.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
It's pretty
job, dude.
it's pretty tough. I got to where I could work on all my Walker mowers. I can take an engine apart, put it back in there. I can do everything to a Walker mower, but man, there's a lot of grease fittings in a Walker mower. A
There
lot.
is. There is. There's a lot of maintenance to be done on a walker, and but it's just one of those things. My buddy Buster Davis down at New Hope Cuts. Him and I both are in Georgia. He's more south than I am, but I don't guess they do a whole lot of bagging down there. And I know most of the country doesn't do a lot of bagging, but in my area specifically, most of the lawns around here, they're inside of HOA communities, and the HOAs around here require their residents to bag.
Mhm.
So the reality is, in my area, if you don't have a walker, you need to find another profession. If you don't if you don't want to bag, I mean, I hate it, but
Yeah,
it's the truth. And
yeah,
I get comments on YouTube all the time like, man, that's stupid, paying that much money for a mower. It's like, yeah, I get it, man, but I preferably I'd rather not bag. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I'd rather have a mower with a mulch kit on it and going about my business, and it looks just as good with the mulch kit as it would. I'm biased towards a walker, of course, but I mean, you get a good mower with a mulch kit, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion.
Ernest asked you, how did your boys do in training this week?
Oh man, that's a process. I'm trying to.
Can you see the comments?
I cannot.
Huh.
Let's see. Can you still see me on here?
Yeah, I can still see you. Can
Huh.
everybody see him on here?
All right. Yeah, I can't see you, but I can see the comments now.
Okay, you can't see me.
The boys did fine. I mean, one's 13 and one's about to be 15 next month, and I'm very particular about my lawn, and I've never let them cut my lawn. I let them do it one time, and they destroyed my lawn, and ever since then, I just hadn't let them do it, and it's my fault. I know before I get crucified in here, I know it's my fault, but it's just one of them things, man. They for two kids that's never done it before, I can't complain at all, honestly. So,
Yeah.
and they're enjoying it. They're enjoying it. They're getting out, making money. They're not asking dad for money. They'd rather make their own money. And man, that's a blessing in and of itself.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. My son's the same way. My oldest would help me a little bit, but he never really saw interest in it. And then my middle child, I don't think he's going to see any interest in it at all. But my youngest is every time I go down the shop, he's in the shop. He's wanting to learn something. He's wanting to get on the mower and go. I think he's going to be the one, but the other two, they never really saw no interest in it for real.
Yeah. Ray asked if I was talking about the accelerator bagger. The grass gobbler is basically the same thing, except the entire thing is wire mesh, and it just doesn't hold very much grass clippings. It does good with leaves, but not grass, in my opinion.
Okay.
But
Cool.
sorry guys, I'm late on these comments. I'm just now getting to where I can see
No,
them. What's up?
you're good.
What's
You're
up,
good.
Dalton? What's up, Ernest?
Yeah, they said they can see both of us, but you can't see me, right?
I actually can now. I'm looking through
Okay.
the comments. I can see me and you both behind the comments.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's up, Chad?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, about the walker, my brother-in-law, he's a handyman, and he was at the house not long ago. He had to come over here.
Ernest
He
did.
was trying to get some bolts to install a hitch for somebody, and he came by the house because he knows I've got thousands of spare bolts laying around, and he saw these mowers I got out here, which I don't have a whole lot, if you ask me. In my opinion, I've got 4 mowers. He was like, which one is your favorite one? And it's like I tell him, like I tell everybody else, I don't necessarily have a favorite mower. Every mower I have has a specific purpose, and for what they're meant to do, I love every one of them.
Ernest asked, let's go back since you're in here. Let's do a little interviewing for you or whatever. What did you do before lawn care? When did you start lawn care? And just talk a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, how far back you want to go, Lee? How far back you want to go, Ernest?
We ain't got to go back that far. I mean, we ain't got to go back from birth and up. I'm just saying.
Well,
what was you
started
doing
out
right
in the
before?
womb.
Yeah. Let's just go to where did you start? What was you doing before you jumped to the leap of going full-time lawn care?
I was actually driving an 18-wheeler. I'm a welder by trade, but got out of that and got into driving trucks. And I was driving for a company, 2 separate companies really. I drove for a company called AB Beverage. It's the local Budweiser distributor. That's how I got my CDL. And then left there and went to a company called Cisco. It's Cisco Food Services. A lot of people have probably heard of them. That's corporate America. And but what I was doing, I was delivering food service products all across the southern half of Georgia and parts of South Carolina. And yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I did that for 10 years. And it was a good job. The customers that I had, I loved them all to death. Had a real good relationship with all of them. And my direct supervisor had a good relationship with him, and all the guys that I worked with, man, we were like brothers. I loved all of them. But like a lot of people, when the things came about the way they did in 2020, it exposed a lot of truth. I'm not going to get too far into that because I don't know if you'll get in trouble for that or not. But I know you've already got banned from
Yeah,
making lives. I don't want you to get in that again. But
yeah, they got me they got me held down with little video channel, you know.
I'm 42, Chad. But yeah, I did that for 10 years and I made real good money doing that. The only challenge was, and can't really say it was a challenge. I worked 4 days a week, but what a lot of people don't understand is it's not 4 10s and you don't have a set time that you get off every day. You come in, I had to wake up at 2 o'clock every morning and be at work at 3 o'clock and every morning. And my job was not done until that truck was empty. So I would leave Augusta, drive 2.5, 3 hours to South Georgia and get back home sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't even get back home. And at the time I had 3 kids. I hardly ever got to spend time with my family except, I was off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But as far as stuff that went on at school and things like that, I never got to be there for that. And well, when things transpired the way they did in 2020, my wife and I decided we needed to come up with a backup plan just in case things went awry on us. And so what I did, my idea was to buy my own truck. And I was going to start hauling containers back and forth to the port down in Savannah. And she said she didn't like that idea. She wanted me home every night. And so we went back to the drawing board and she was like, you do a pretty good job in our yard and you take a lot of pride in our yard. She said, have you ever thought about being a landscaper? And at the time, I didn't realize that there was other ways to make money in landscaping versus or other than mowing grass. I thought mowing grass was the only thing you could do to make money. And I told her, I said, well, that's you're only gonna make money in the summertime, then we're broke in the winter. What do I do then? And she goes, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So that's what we did. We had some money saved up, spent a few $1,000s. I bought a residential zero turn, bought a trailer, bought a truck. And at the time, all I had was a little Toyota 4Runner with a V6 in it. And I bought a few other things and then did our first job. And, to make a long story short, this is where we're at now. And not a big company, solo operator, but I'm enjoying the process. I'm a growing solo operator, and I do not
Yeah,
have a cap on my business. I don't
yeah.
I don't plan on ever stop growing, but it's like I tell everybody, man, it's just really what the Lord has in store for me. And
We're
I'm
young,
not gonna.
we're
That's
young.
exactly
So you're
right.
42, I'm 40. I'll be 41 in June. I mean, we're young. If we're going to grow this, let's grow it, and but what I can take from that little bit that you were saying right there is you were driving a truck, everything happened in 2020, and you didn't get to spend a lot of time with your kids. So starting a lawn care business, now you get time to do things with your kids and everything. And that's what it's all about, that you
That's
can
exactly
work
right.
for yourself and you don't have nobody to depend on. The lawn care business is a pretty good deal for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
That's
and
exactly
everybody
right.
needs the grass is always going to grow, I think. I mean, we'll have some droughts and everything, but people are going to want their yard cut.
That's exactly right. And I tell people there's a lot. I live in a gut right outside of Augusta, Georgia, and this area is oversaturated with landscapers. And you've all the time got new guys coming in wanting to start and do their own thing and all that good stuff. And I tell people all the time, everybody's idea of success is different. My idea of success is just having enough money to put back at the end of the week to be able to put in savings, to be able to pay my bills, to be able to spend time with my family, and to be able to have time to sit back and let my batteries charge and do things that I want to do. And, I worked in corporate America for 20 years and I had to answer to the man. I never got to take time off on a holiday. You know, my wife's a school teacher, so our vacation, the times we can take vacation right now is kind of screwed up because my busiest time is the time that she's off.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But they get a fall
it
break.
that's exactly right.
They can
That
get a
that and
fall
it
break,
it
a spring break. That's probably hard, spring break, actually. But
well, not necessarily because with me living in Augusta, most of the homeowners in this area are trying to get out of town because this area is a nightmare during spring break because spring break falls on the same week as the Masters Golf Tournament, which is right here in Augusta.
okay, yeah.
And so if you're going to get out of town spring break, it's a good time to just take the week off and do whatever you want to do. But yeah, success is different for everybody, man. It's not necessarily going out there making a quarter million to however many millions of dollars a year. It could be anything. It could be that. It could be just having the freedom of not answering to the man. It can be the freedom of making out your own schedule. And for me, that was huge, making out my own schedule. And if need be, if I needed to knock off early one day to go watch my boys play football, that's freedom and that's success in my book. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's the way I
Well,
look
look,
at it.
I want to say welcome to Francisco. He came in here. I'm gonna make sure I catch everybody and try to get majority of these comments, but they roll in here pretty quick, guys. So you kind of got to bear with me a little bit. And Chad's known it, Ray's known it. Everybody that's been in the live knows, them comments y'all come through. I'm very grateful, and they come through pretty quick. And I'm sure Tank will figure it out too. But catch back on some of the questions, whatever. Chad loves your opening, and I do too, when you say the day of our Lord and you give the time and the date and the year of our Lord and everything. I like it when you do that.
2026 year of our Lord.
Yeah, yeah. I like it when you do that. Chad actually he asked too, when are you going to get a mini skid steer? That's the line here.
I've got some debts I got to pay off first there, bud.
You did tell
This
him you're a
year,
solo operator and you're trying to build your business up,
I am. Right now, I've got right at 70 customers. This year,
That's pretty
it's
good.
been a rough year. I mean, it's been rough all over the South for everybody, really. I mean, we went through a major drought at the beginning of the season. My phone did not ring at all during that drought, and that was a 2-month drought for us in my area.
Yeah.
And also, we just had 11 days straight of rain, and I think I worked a total of 3 days out of those 11 days. And
Been a rough year.
yeah, it has. And I had a truck that went out on me. I blew out the rear seal in the old Ford that I had. I call it Sparky. But
Everybody's got a name for their trucks.
yeah, but I had to get rid of it and got the white stallion to replace it. So
You
but
got the
yeah,
what to replace it?
the white stallion.
Oh, White Stallion. I thought you said White Lightning for a second. I was like, wait a minute now. It'd be White Lightning's sister or something.
Sister, come on now. Hey, easy killer. If
Well, you
if
name
anything,
it's a girl name. It's a lot of
yeah,
times people name their trucks.
well, my truck's a man. It's a grown man.
It's a girl name. Oh, I love it. Hey, somebody said in there 70 customers. That's really good. You started in 2020, 70 customers, and year 6?
Year
Plus, I
5.
noticed year 5, and plus you do some landscaping jobs and everything too. We just started picking up landscaping jobs probably about 4 years ago, but this has been a hard year for us on trying to land landscaping jobs, the way the fuel prices are and everybody's still hurting a little bit. I haven't been getting them a lot in my area. But
What's that? Landscaping jobs?
yeah, yeah. How is it on your side as far as getting landscaping jobs?
Uh, I'm behind on landscaping. So I mean,
Wow.
it's been fairly
You
good.
you
What's
need to
up,
call
Tar
me
Heel?
and
I'm from
Roberto.
Augusta.
You need to call me and Roberto to come up there and help you catch up.
I hear you. I don't think I can pay enough per diem to get y'all out here.
Let's see. Anybody else
Appreciate the
said
kind,
anything?
appreciate the kind words there, Dalton.
Let's see. Yeah. So, do you do golf? Do you play golf since you're right there in Augusta where all the big weeks come and everything?
I played golf religiously up until May of 2025, and I just have not had time.
Really? I ain't
Yeah,
never played.
I love it. I mean, I'm not good at it, but I love it. But I'm more into hunting and fishing. I play
Yeah,
golf when there's nothing to kill or nothing to catch.
yeah, yeah. I don't blame you on that. I haven't went hunting in last couple of years either, but I like to hunt. We like to fish, and we like to do all the outdoors type stuff. So.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, landscaping or mowing, which you prefer, Matt?
Honestly, I like both, Chad. I like them both. I mean, of course I like mowing better than I do landscaping because it's quick money. Some of those landscaping jobs, you never know what you're going to run into, especially when you get up underneath the ground. But
And
but they're
getting supplies.
that's exactly right. But
Mm,
to answer Ray's question, I'm more bi-weekly. I think I have 3 weekly customers.
okay.
But yeah, I'd if I could get enough landscaping jobs to keep me busy, I would rather do that because there's bigger money in it. And you know that guy down at Florida Turf Pros, Jonathan, I think his name is. He tells it it's about the truest thing you can hear a lot of times. Most of those landscaping jobs, even if it's a even if it's just a one-off bush trimming or mulch install, a lot of those jobs can pay what one property would pay for the year for mowing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so you can make a lot of money off of landscaping, a lot of
yeah,
money. It's just,
yeah,
you know, I know Ray harps on it. It's all about not spending money, and I'm in a position right now where I have to spend money if I'm gonna do some landscaping because I just don't have the equipment.
yeah, yeah. As far as renting and all that goes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Renting can be an absolute nightmare. Not even gonna deny it,
it can.
but it is what it is, man. You know, you got to start from scratch.
Yeah, Tar Heel, man. Just get you a couple yards and go, man. You don't, you never know until you try it. You just got to get yourself out there, get in the field. Oh, you vaping too, man? Chad's going to get on you. You start vaping.
Yeah, my mom gets on me too. No offense, Chad.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm glad you're in here. That's what I told my wife. I asked a couple people. Nobody would, want to or whatever. And she came up with the idea. Won't you pin it at the top and then just ask people in the live if they want to come in? So, dude, I appreciate you coming in here to the live, man. Everybody's asking you a bunch of questions. They're enjoying it, and we're getting to see, like I want this live to be, a different side of you than what you do in your videos and everything.
That's right.
Just
That's right.
shooting the crap, me
That's
and
right.
you just hanging out. We got people in here, asking us questions about our business and everything because it's something maybe they can learn from too.
That's right. I use both steel and echo, Chad. My string trimmers are echo, but all of my combi stuff is steel because I'm not really a fan of the steel stick equipment. Nothing against steel, but it's just not what it used to be. But I do prefer echo because, you know, you pull the string on that stuff and it cranks right up. But as far as my blowers, I prefer steel all day long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the
The
same
steel
way.
blowers.
But
Those steel blowers are a lot lighter than the echo ones.
yeah, only Echo piece of equipment I got, and I got a hated comment about it in a video one time, is an edger. And then, I brought in that little Chinese chainsaw that I just bought just to cut little trees down. Now it ain't the 2.20 or 2.1T or whatever Ray says his is or whatever. It's not that, but I'm not using it as much as he is or whatever. But I got hit on that too, Tank.
That's right. Appreciate it, Ray. Talking about
I,
5 years and 70 yards.
I
It's,
did like Echo Blower.
but Tar Heel. I know you're talking about you don't know how to price yards, man. The best advice I can give you on that. I actually did this when I first started. I called 3 companies to come to my house and give me a quote, and acted like I was going to be a potential client, and didn't tell them any different. And then about a month later, one of them saw me out with mowing equipment, and he was like, "Man, you wrong for that." Started laughing.
Yeah. I mentioned that in the live one time, and then I was like, Some people might get a little angry about that or whatever, but hey, that's one way to know what the prices are in your area.
Yeah, it's hard
I'd
to
hate to
say. I
pull up.
mean, yeah, I mean
You would probably
every
be a
area
little
is different.
upset. You would probably be a
Yeah.
little upset if you went to a yard and then you wasn't getting it, and then saw the guy out there the next couple days
Oh,
cutting
I could. You already know I'd be upset. I mean, I wear my heart on my sleeves in my video. About my
it.
videos, man, I don't really show a whole lot of footage in my videos. I don't have a GoPro or anything, and I lost my tripod. I bought a tripod this past fall, and I cannot find it anywhere. I think I got a good idea who has it and where it's at, but I ain't gonna say until I know for sure. But yeah, I've got two boys. They like to explore.
Oh, yeah, we got them too. They run off with all my tools and everything. Leave them in the yard. Get rained on. I get mad. And then my oldest, he's pretty bad about. Now he works on his truck and stuff. He'll pull it in the new shop. Say he's doing like working on his lift or working under his underglow lights or whatever. And then he leaves, and all my tools are just slung out across the whole floor and everything. And I'm like, boy, I get pretty upset about it. For real.
Yeah, you should see my garage right now because my golf cart's gone right now. My oldest boy took off down the road. He's going fishing in one of the ponds in the next neighborhood over. And dude, I got so much crap out here. They done gone through my toolbox and destroyed everything. But it is what it is, man. There's a lot worse things that they can be doing.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely that.
It's Tank's Lawn Maintenance, Tar Heel.
Yeah, you might be able to. I don't know if you can on your phone. It says tank down at the bottom, but maybe we need to just put it in the comments or whatever. And yeah, Tank's lawn maintenance. See, I got production behind me. She's gonna get you fixed up and put it in the comments for you there, Tank.
Appreciate
Oh,
that. What's
Mama
your wife's
Irvin,
name?
Brittany.
Appreciate that, Mama Irvin, Brittany.
So we're gonna let her handle all the production side of this. It's this live blows up, and we got so many people in here, and it's just crazy, So it's always
Yeah,
good.
so I got a question for you, Lee. How do you price yours? Do you go off of time, or do you just look at it and price it by the job, or how do you do it?
Yeah, I pretty much look at it. I've done it for so long, 17 years. I just look at a yard and I can tell, how long it's going to take, what the average is going for the area. Cause I've been in all areas in my town, far as the years that I've been doing it. So I can look at a yard. I can remember back on the area, what it's going to cost. And then just, the timing, and then I try to base it on, and I've mentioned it before, but that has went up a little bit from some of my numbers, but around $65 a man hour. So, if we got two guys out there, you're looking at $130 an hour, I'm trying to clear for each yard, that's how we pretty much base it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I'm about the same way. I try to, if I can, I've got a minimum, and
Mhm. Yeah.
if I can get it done in under an hour, it's going to be my minimum. And
Hmm.
when I say get it done in under an hour, that means trimming bushes and mowing the grass. If it's going to take me longer than an hour, but I just started running into this, man. It wasn't like this in the first 5 years, but now everybody's wanting me to include bush trimming with the mowing,
You
and
can't
that's
do that.
fine.
Mm-mm. It's,
Well, I mean, the problem is in my area, that's what everybody's doing, and that's an issue.
yeah, that's an
It,
issue.
it
Because
is an issue.
our bush trimmings is totally different, but separate from the price of the grass because you're only going to trim them 3 times a year, probably, But I have a price for the bushes and a price for the grass cutting. But like you said, if they're doing it in your area or whatever, have you considered trying to get them on some kind of monthly uh thing, and that way it includes the bushes in with it, or even because a lot of people are kind of crazy about the year round. And what I've done, and some of my customers too, or whatever, say we're only cutting them for 9 months, 10 months. Well, a lot of times you can do that and divide it by 12. Now I know Ray's probably just about to just choke me or whatever. Like, you're letting them hold your money or whatever, until then. But no, it kind of keeps them like, because a lot of my old customers are on fixed incomes anyways. So if I can average out their year for their bush trimmings and all the extra stuff that we're going to do in their yard, we just add it all up and divide by 12. And that way, a lot of my older customers are on fixed income. That's a constant check that's coming in 12 months out of the year.
I did that for my first 2 years that I was full time. I did that, and it was a year round contract. I had people actually physically sign a contract, and but the reality is, man, you're not. I mean, are you really going to take someone to court over a couple of $100s?
To me, you're wasting paper and your time to make a contract. If you
Yeah,
can shake a
you are.
hand and they agree to it, you agree to it, all you're doing, you're relying on them to hopefully they fulfill their end as you fulfill yours. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. But the reality is, most of the people in my area, there's, I say it all the time in my videos, they have a holier than thou attitude. And a lot of them feel like they don't have to hold up to the contract. So I quit doing that and started doing pay per service. Now, when I say adding bushes in, I'm
Mhm.
only talking about 2 or 3 bushes,
Oh,
something that's
okay.
going to take me less than 5 minutes to do.
Oh, okay.
If
Okay.
if
Okay.
now if it's gonna be labor intensive, takes me more than 30 minutes, yeah, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Because when we do our bushes, we do the full yard and everything. We handle, and a lot of my properties do have pretty good bit of bushes or whatever, so we charge extra for it. But what you were saying about the contract and everything, yeah, contracts don't, man, they don't hold up, and they don't even hold up in the commercial side or whatever. And to me, the customer seems to always forget. I've come to find out over the years that if I set an agreement with a customer, it seems like January, February, they forget a little bit about what we did back last winter or
That's exactly
summer,
right.
trimming
I ran
extra
into that
bushes,
too.
spraying, all that.
I ran into that too. Matter of fact, I had 2 customers. I really try to push the 12-month service towards the end of the season when I'm picking up new customers towards the fall.
Yeah.
That's when I really start trying to focus on that. And I do still have quite a bit that are 12 months out of the year, and they just pay me per month. And but I did have 2 or 3 of them last year ask me, said, "Are you still charging the same amount even though you're only coming out once a month?" I mean, it'd be January and February, and I'm like, "Yeah, I am, but you're not paying me for what I'm doing that month. You're paying me for a number of services, and a total amount over the year is just averaged out per month."
Hmm.
And then once you clarify that with them, they're normally like, "Oh, okay, I appreciate you clearing that up for me."
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, I appreciate that, SL Services. Ernest, my last name is Tankersley. Tank is just something that everybody calls me. Tankersley's a
Okay.
mouthful. So
What is your handle on your YouTube? Is T's Lawn Service or
T's long maintenance.
T's Lawn Maintenance? Just T's, a T apostrophe S Lawn Maintenance. She's trying to get it in the comments for you so everybody
Yeah,
can go and subscribe to your channel.
yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, Ray, talking about you've gotten fired in September with the yearly stuff. You quit doing it. I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I kind of push it towards the end of the year and in September, October when I pick customers up. But the problem is somebody will fire you in October or November, not realizing that they're not paying you. They still owe you money. And I'm upfront with everybody, like, look, you can discontinue service at any time, but there's gonna be there's gonna be a remainder of the balance due, and I'll send you an invoice for it. And that has happened a couple of times where I had to send someone an invoice for the remainder of that balance, and they're like, "I don't understand. I paid you every month." And I'm
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, but I was upfront with you. I explained to you how this works." And after you explain it, everybody's normally good with it, but it really is a headache in my area. Chad, I do not have any commercial accounts right now. Uh, Nothing against commercial accounts, man, but I've been burned by commercial. Matter of fact, I just got burned this year with the dentist office that I had, and they they owe me for 2 months of service, and I never got paid for it. So here's what it is. That's one of the things you just got to chalk up, man.
Yeah, and Chad's like, it's good to get it in writing and everything, but like, are you going to go and push that to a small claims court for 2 months.
You're not,
Probably
but
got
at
to
the
pay
same
too
time,
much in the end.
yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lee.
No, you're good.
No, you're probably not going to take it to small claims court because it's just not worth it. But at the same time, it puts it in people's heads like, man, this guy might take me to court, you know?
Yeah.
So there is that factor. You've got the human element there, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and also I will tell you this too, man. It's kind of tough when you get paid because I try to have a certain amount of money going in and out of my or going into my bank account every single day. And because cash flow is important, man. But the way I have it set up with my customers that are paying monthly, I let them pick a day that best suits them for me to send them an invoice. And they pick me that day and they get the invoice that day every single month and they pay it. And now with that right there going on, it is kind of a psychological thing. It kind of messes with me a little bit. Like, man, I done 2 services and ain't got paid yet. That kind of bothers me a little bit, but at the same time, you know that going into it, you know. So
You can always threaten them with putting a lien on their property too.
yeah, you can do
That's
that.
a
But
that's a big hurt for them if you threaten them with that or whatever. A lot of times they'll try to pay you right away.
yeah,
But
I actually
mine are government owned apartments, you know. So a couple of them that we do, and yeah, if we do something like that, man, they come right on and pay us or whatever. It's just you know crazy to deal with them. Huh.
did you see Ray's comment? Man, I'll put somebody
What
on
is
blast. I want to, Ray. Trust me, I want to, but
Oh, put them
my
on blast on Facebook and just call your local news channel, get them to bust them out. They can't pay their
there
bills.
yeah, I'm kind of like you, Ray. I prefer the scorched earth approach, but my Mama Tank is my voice of reason. So
Ray said he'd spend 500 to get
I see
200.
that.
What kind of payment form do you use there? Tank?
I'll take cash.
Okay, yeah.
I do it all, honestly. I mean, I'll even take a check as long as it's a customer that I know is good for it, that I've been servicing for a long time. I'm fine with taking a check, but you got to be careful with that. But most of my stuff is on yard book, man. Most of it is paid by credit card, but I do it all. I do cash, check. I'll take money order. I do PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, all that stuff. I mean, money's money in my book.
Money order?
I have received a money order for it was a job this past winter that I did for it was a plant bed. See, man, if you hadn't been asking me all these questions, Lee, I'd be able to tell you what it was. It was a plant bed renovation, is what I like to call it. I went in and ripped everything out and came back with all new stuff, and they paid me money order for that.
Yeah. I'm trying to
But,
read some of these too. That's why you talk and I read, or I talk and you read. The what? What it says, y'all wave to prior customers sitting there.
I'm with you on that.
Waves at them.
Who's that said they waves at them?
Doghouse. He
Oh,
waves at the ones
Dalton.
when he drives by when they don't pay.
Man, have y'all been watching Doghouse's videos, man? Y'all need to be watching his stuff. He's putting out some good stuff.
He is, man. He's cutting
Yeah,
that tall rescue too.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, I don't I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with fescue or Kentucky blue, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that's some of the most beautiful grass there is, in my opinion.
Stripes out beautiful too.
It really does, man. We went up to Virginia a couple years ago, and the area we was in, that's all they had was tall fescue, and I was like, my God, this is some gorgeous turf. But everybody I know that deals with it, I've got family in Tennessee, and that's all they have is fescue, and they're like, no, you don't want to deal with that, man. You'll be scraping decks every single day.
Yeah.
I don't scrape decks, so I mean, I'm probably about 95% Bermuda in my area. So,
Chad, he takes all currency, man. He crypto, Bitcoin, anything. It don't matter.
yep, yeah, man. You can even let me borrow your children for the week, and I'll use them as collateral. I'll work them to death. Nah, just kidding, Chad.
Oh man, that's pretty good, man. That's good. Glad, man. I'm glad you came on, man. You're pretty
Yeah,
good.
man. I enjoy
You got
watching your lives, man. I do.
well, thanks, man. I know I saw one video when my lives went down. You said I missed old Irvin's lawn is live and everything. You came back on and I happened to miss it. You know, you it seemed like you were pretty upset about it. It made me feel pretty good. I was like, man, he really enjoys the lives. That's pretty good.
Yeah, man. I get pretty bored around here on Sunday evenings. I try to take care of all of my I try to take care of all of my maintenance throughout the day on Sundays, but
Yeah.
Sunday evenings I pretty much just sit around on YouTube for until it's time to go to bed. So,
That's pretty good.
and then
I'm
your
sorry.
lives were kind of something that fit. It was another spot to fill in for a couple hours there, and I was like that one last week was a pretty good one with Doc DLT.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad he came on too. I tried to get Tom on this week. He was busy, and I've asked Elite a couple times, and he's pretty busy. And I'm like, dang man. So I gotta uh
Dude,
I gotta start like anybody in here, Doghouse, you want to come on next Sunday? Anybody wants to come on for next Sunday, you can come in tonight. But I gotta make some schedules for some guys to come in. That way we'll have it set, because right now I'm just asking throughout the week, but I'd love to have several guys lined up and we just keep this thing a rolling.
that's right. I tell you what, Francisco Ramirez need to know how to strike when you're cutting fescue. I agree with that. With a lot of the people around here, they do winter rye in the wintertime. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't know how to strike and you're cutting winter rye, it's about like cutting fescue. You better know what you're doing.
Really.
But uh, my Walker, it stripes pretty good. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. These customers, they get spoiled when it comes to stripes. If you go in there with something that leaves good stripes, and then you go in there the following week with a mower that doesn't stripe at all, they're like, "Bro, what happened?" So, yeah,
Well, tell Ben we're not mad at him, Chad. We're he's coming back from Knoxville or whatever. He's all right. He's good.
I tell you what, man. I've been, Ben subscribed to my channel the other day, so I checked his out too, and I actually subscribed to his. And man, he's putting out some pretty deep stuff. Ben's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
he
love his stuff, man. I sit there and
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, he seems like he seems like he's been through a lot too. Like he's lived 100 lifetimes,
He has.
which
He
that's
has.
I could imagine, being a veteran, that's to be expected.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring him on, man. I wanted to bring him on for the mental side of everything, and you don't never know what people are going through, So,
You really
like
don't.
you said, if this Sunday night helps a lot of people, there's people in this chat, there's people that's watching that probably don't never comment, but you don't know what they're going through, and they're enjoying the entertainment that they're getting from you. So it's
It
kind of cool.
takes their mind off of reality for a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I really,
I
I
have the
really.
I have the T23 Chad's 42-inch deck.
Oh, service has
SL.
got a John Deere. Woo woo! I love the John Deere.
Yeah, I have two right standers, a Walker and a Toro Turfmaster.
So the
I
Wright
wish
Stander is the old version of the John Deere, but Wright made it. John Deere just replicated it on their stand-ons before they started this new design they came out with, the mowers I got now.
Yeah, there's a guy I went to school with that lives over in Alabama. I'm not sure where. He owns a landscaping company called H&H Landscaping, and but that's all he uses is John Deere. And when I bought my right stander, he pretty much told me the same thing. It's basically the same mower.
It is. It cuts good. It's got a great the old style cuts good. Now the new style cuts good too, but I like the 652 R. It had the twills on it and 52-inch deck. But the new models only have 54-inch deck. They don't have a 52 anymore. But it seems to not hurt me. So I got a 54 and I got a 60-inch for my yard.
Yeah. As far as Skag goes, I wish I could get my hands on a Skag. We don't have a Skag dealership within an hour of me.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard a lot of good things about him. I know Chad just bought his new Skag, and he's raving about it.
Oh, he's loving it. He's a stand-on man now. You know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had it my way, I'll never buy another sit down machine if I can, if I had a choice in the matter.
If they made a walker where you can stand on it, you would do that. You wouldn't sit down.
I imagine it'd be kind of tough.
It would be. Yeah, that was something to get used to. If none of y'all guys have ever run a walker mower, that is one of it's kind of confusing at first. Now it takes a good couple of hours, just kind of like Chad and I was with the mini skid steer. It takes some minute to get used to the controls and stuff on a walker mower.
It
I
does.
ran into some stuff at the very beginning of running a walker mower, and I'm sure
Yeah.
other people have.
Well, the controls, it didn't take me long to get the hang of the controls, but
Yeah.
my biggest issue is after running standards for so long now, is getting used to that big old hopper on the back of that thing. I'm gonna tell you right
Oh,
now,
boom, hitting a tree or whatever.
you'll bust siding up in a heartbeat with that hopper.
Yeah, I've hit it. Yeah, yeah, I get exactly what you're talking about. You coming around somewhere and you don't watch out for that tree, boom, and it'll like rock you over and everything. I've done that a couple times.
Oh yeah, I actually ran it today with the hopper. I had the hopper lifted up. I was cutting my grass and I forgot to set it back
Blowing it
down.
out the back. Oh, you had it up
Oh
high.
man, I got covered. I was like,
Yeah.
I was about to freak out. I was about to freak out. Like, what is going on? I just
Do
got to
you
stay back.
do you ever just open up the back door and run it when you're cutting grass and let it fly out the back to try to
I've
help
done
pull
that
it back?
twice. It does not work for me because it gets the yards in my area. They're so small and compact, and it just gets stuff everywhere. It gets it everywhere. It gets it all in the mulch beds, and that can be a nightmare. You know how that is.
Yeah. Chad, I've
And
had both kinds. I've had the deck adjuster on it, and I've had the pins. I like the deck adjuster a whole lot better than doing the pins because
I
going to
had the
each
pins.
yard, you have to do different cuts, and you have to raise it up, put a pin in, flip it over, put a pin in. Yeah, I do like the deck adjuster. And
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be on here tonight. That average Anthony or whatever that Ray's had talked about in his video and stuff. He has the lift and it dumps in the bed of his truck. If you ain't saw that, go watch his shorts and everything. But there was a guy in my town that had the same one. I've never had one where the actual hopper raises up and then you can dump it in the back of a truck or anything like
the
that.
high
Dump
dump.
trailer. Yeah, the high dump. That's pretty cool.
That's my goal. Before I have an actual crew, I plan on having a dump bed installed in my truck,
Yeah.
or hopefully by then I'll have a dedicated work truck and have a dump bed installed on it. And
Yeah.
I'm going to by then I'll have the funds. Hopefully I'll be able to go out and pay cash for a new walker and have the high dump installed on it. And because I actually have a place I can dump for free. So uh, but as far as I know, Chad was asking me what I do with the clippings. I actually use those bulk debris bags. I call them debris bags. I know
Mhm.
Buster down at New Hope Cuts, he calls them peanut bags. But
Yeah. Yeah.
all it is, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that, you see they have pea gravel in them, and you have to pick them up with a forklift. Those great big
Hmm.
bags. I
Hmm.
had I had 10 of those, and I can just stack those in the back of my truck, and I can stack all 10 of them in the back of my truck when they're full.
Oh, wow.
That's what I use to dump my walker. Now you ain't gonna dump that walker but once in the bags, because if you do, you ain't gonna be able to pick it up. But
You don't have the sliding tubs inside yours? I know it takes away from some of
sliding
the
tubs.
yeah, you can open it. I had some on mine. It had two sliding tubs that pull out and you dump with them, then you slide them back in there. There are two that slide in right beside each other. Have you saw them?
In the
You
hopper?
never Yeah, inside the hopper. Ask Chad, he might have saw them before too. I used to
Huh.
have them on mine. Huh?
I don't have that.
Somebody asked why I enjoy the stand up or why do I like to stand up over the set down. Uh for me personally, it beat my back to death. And I had good seats. I had the highest level seats you can get, but dude, it just got to a point where it was just rough on my back. I got stove up all the time because we'd be running them for 5 or 6 hours at some of these commercial sites, or 4 or 5 hours or whatever. And man, I'd just be so stove up when I got off to try to weed eat and everything. The stand ons, man, they to me they're right comfortable, as long as you ain't I don't know if you got bad knees or something like that, but like, man, it's like just, I'm just cruising, and it's just my legs are, up against the pad. And to me, it's just comfortable. And I don't never get feel stove up. I can, move my legs, around while I'm running the mower or whatever. Mine has the little clips on the side. So if we're on a bank or whatever, I can step off onto the fender well and you cut some pretty steep areas with it.
That's right. Chad, to answer your question, a new walker in my area, T23 is 21K. Uh, yeah, I'm with you on that. SL services. There is no swamp booty when you're standing up. No diaper rash at all.
No, none of that either.
But you get that when you're weed eating, but not when you're riding that pony, that Cadillac. But no, I enjoy the standard just because simple fact the you can see so much better.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You're right. Yeah,
You can turn that thing around. You ain't got to worry about what's behind you. You know, most of your sit down machines,
yeah,
your engine is behind you, so you've got to worry about the tail swing with that. And it's as far as picking up trash, you can just whether you got your trash grabber or you get it off and grab it by hand or whatever. Is you just a lot of times you don't even have to pop the brake. You know, you can just hop off,
yeah.
grab it, and go on about your business.
Oh yeah. And they don't. Does yours have? Mine has a bag made on the side of it. The John Deere's have a bag that's made on the side of it that you can use.
Nah, man, I got those
The
cup
bucket,
holders.
the
I
bucket.
got I, I got those cup holders that ain't worth the metal they're made out of.
Mm, yeah,
I know the LG, the right LG standard, it has the big bucket on the side. That and I think the ZK standard is the same way, has that big bucket. But no, we don't have no trash bag. Which most of the lawns in my area, I'm not picking up a whole lot of trash. So not that I wouldn't, it's just that there's not a whole lot of trash to pick up.
yeah, yeah. But you are right. Seeing is where you can see everything ahead of you because, like it is in my yard, there's golf balls, baseballs, and you sling one of them in somebody's car or house or something. You're elevated up. You can see the stumps. You can see all that above you. A block or brick, a border block that's knocked out, or at one of our apartment complexes, my guys can see it, and they'll stop, throw it back into the flower bed or something like that. So it's good to be able to see better than you can. And, sitting down position, if you're picking up trash all day, I know people are talking about these grabbers and everything. Dude, them grabbers suck to me, man. I've broke so many grabbers over the years, man. Maybe got beat around in my trailer. I ran over it in the trailer, something like that. I can never keep a grabber for a long period of time. I just can't.
I'm I can't either. I'm the same way. Go buy them little $5 or $6 grabbers from
Yeah.
Home Depot, and they ain't
They
worth
won't
they ain't
work
worth
or
nothing, man.
nothing.
It's like, what's the point in this?
Yeah.
But
You bend it and then it won't close open and nothing right. And I just throw them things in the garbage, man.
that's right. Tar Heel, I typically do 10 to 13 in a day by myself. That's in an 8 hour day.
That's pretty good, man.
It's a bunch of cookie
About how
cutters.
big are your properties? What's the
Most of
average?
them, most of them are around a quarter acre. I do have some acreage. Actually, the biggest yard I have, I actually dropped him Friday. I told him he need to find somebody else, but
Yeah.
most of them are around a quarter acre. I have some that are pretty big, but it's not many. I have a 61-inch mower for those properties, but most of the stuff I can get in and out of between 15 and 25 minutes with my 36-inch standard.
Yeah.
And I know Doghouse is talking about for a guy like him, with the cookie cutters, the standard would be the way to go. I couldn't agree more. I started out, most of the lawns I have are in my neighborhood, and they're all cookie cutter lawns. And I started out with a 42-inch sit down Spartan zero turn. And
Okay.
with the Spartan, a sit down machine on the yards in my neighborhood is a little too much for these yards. It's just, there's not really enough room to turn that thing around without ripping grass out of the ground. So I think standard on a lot of time, if you're doing a lot of residential areas, a lot of cookie cutter properties, I think a standard
Yeah.
like something between a 36 and a 52 would probably be the way to go. I'd say probably a 42 or a 48 would be the sweet spot.
I can maneuver around better with a stand on, like you were saying. You got the motor behind you, the tail end. You're constantly watching out for it. But the stand ons, everything is in front of you. There's nothing behind you, so you can go around. Your obstacles a whole lot better and faster. I think with a stand on. Plus you can get we're talking about backup mowers and all that. You can get more on a trailer. You know, they're a little bit
That's
more compact.
that's right. That's right. And
If you
this
had you
less
like a
footprint.
52-inch and a 36-inch to get in the back gates, well, you're set.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've got a 6x10 open trailer, and I can fit my 61, my 36, and my 30-inch Turfmaster on there. And if I wanted to, I could take the 61 off and put my Walker on there. I can haul three mowers at one time with the stand. You can do pretty good with a Walker because you can fold that deck up and make more room on your trailer, and it will ride like that. I
Yeah.
use an open trailer, Chad, and like I said before, most of my yards are cookie cutters. Some of them are pretty big, but not many.
Yeah, we got big yards here. So, but the guys don't get tired of standing and mowing, that 60-inch. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw in some of my videos before. We got some pretty big size commercial properties and everything, and
Yeah,
they still hammer
I
down.
missed that, Lee. I had a phone call coming in. Come say that again, Lee.
I said with the stand on mowers and everything, we got big properties, the commercial properties and everything, but they don't get tired of standing and mowing them big properties with that 60-inch stand on and then the 52-inch, for our smaller yards or whatever. The 52, I mean
Yeah,
54. The 54 don't even get used that much, man. It's got like I think I'm close to 200 hours on it, but the big mower gets used a lot more.
that's right. That's right. Uh, I don't fertilize, Chad. I be honest with you, I have no desire to fertilize. I have no clue what I'm doing, and I'm scared I'm gonna burn somebody's yard up, and I don't want to be liable for that.
What's up, Taylor? Appreciate you coming in here, man.
The only
We're
only
dropping.
spraying I do is driveway cracks, and I'll spray somebody's beds,
Yeah.
weeds in their bed, stuff like that. But I don't do any weed control or fertilization at all, Chad. I leave that to guys like you. Y'all know what y'all are doing. I don't.
He's
I
got
actually have a guy that I network with on that.
Yeah, Tar Heel. If you can go to somewhere that one of the dealerships around you or whatever, they might have you a demo mower where you can get on one and run for a day or something and try it out. I've saw people talk about doing that or whatever, and just because they want to try out if you're pretty serious about wanting to get a mower or something like that, it's good to go in there and talk to them. Say, hey, let me demo this stand on because I'm really thinking about getting it. I got properties and everything, and sometimes they'll let you.
Get to know your dealer too, Tar Heel. That's a big deal right there.
Build a
Uh,
relationship.
yeah, I just went through some issues with my dealership, man. They got me taken care of, but I had to let my feelings show a little bit and tell them what I thought of them for them to take care of me. And I don't like being in that situation. I don't like being mean at all. I'm really
Yeah.
not a mean person, but sometimes in life you just have no choice, man.
Yeah, the bear has to come out every now and then. And
Yeah,
I get it. Mine was with Kubota. I mean, Kubota was just it was just terrible service, man. They keep my mower for a couple weeks, and luckily I had a backup back then. But like anything ever messed up with it. Now, since I moved to Tri Green, there's no downtime. They'll put me a brand new one off the lot and say go. As long as I'm still in their warranty or still in their thing with John Deere, and that's why I try to because we're more commercial. We need these mowers going, nonstop. And I like staying in a warranty style and then trade out and get back in their warranty program because of reasons like that. Because they treat you so good, I mean, they like I said, I've never had no downtime with a mower since I went to Tri Green. Never. What's up, Elite?
what's up, Randall? How about Randall, man? That dude, he does some absolutely amazing work on some gorgeous properties, don't he?
He does.
Golly, it's unreal. I mean, And I
million
ain't saying
dollar
that just because he's sitting right here. I know I've been watching him for a few years right now, but I know every now and then I'll pause a video and I'll tell my wife, like, "Hey, come here and look at this." She'll be like, "Man, that's beautiful." And Randall does good work, man. Can't say enough about that.
Oh yeah, Randall does great work. Hey, and Francisco's right, Tar Heel. If you ever try to go to GIE, they let you demo every one of them you want. That way you can find out exactly what brand you like the best.
That's right.
It is kind
I've
of
never
scary on the
been.
stand on at first. It really is. My wife just said that. She said it's a little different on the stand on at first. You could sling yourself off of if you're not used to it. And but you just take it easy and your controls are pretty much basically the same as a set down, the same pretty much the way. Just you're standing, you're not sitting. And some of these will skedaddle nowadays.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, Tar Heel man. If I can drive one, anybody can. It's easy. It really is. I mean, if you can drive a zero turn, you can definitely drive a stand on mower. The ones that I've always wondered about was the walk behinds, man. Some of those things have some crazy looking controls on them. I'm like, man, I don't know about this.
Yeah. What's up, Wayne? Glad you made it, man. Grandson's little league baseball game. Love it. Love baseball season, guys. As far as my
What's
kids
up, Wayne?
playing and all that. So glad you made it in here.
Yeah, I love baseball too. My oldest daughter was a softball player, and I miss those days.
Yeah. Hey, we went to some softball games before because my nieces play and everything. And they're rough. The coaches are rough to them little girls than they are the boys and the baseball and everything, man. They get into it.
Was it travel softball or was it rec?
No, it was just softball, whatever. But I can imagine uh, the travel balls a huge step up. They're really young right now. So.
I coached a travel ball team. My daughter's travel ball team for 7 years. I don't wish that on anybody.
We ran
It
the
there's
park and rec one time for my son. We ran the whole park and rec, and that was rough.
Really,
Oh yeah,
yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
yeah, it was rough.
Hey, I'm gonna take you upstairs with me to my bedroom. I gotta plug my phone up real quick.
Okay, you're good.
Give me just a
Okay.
second. It feels better up there than it does in the garage anyway. It is a blister out there in my garage. I need to be like New Hope Cuts and get me some air conditioner in my garage or in my shop, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I need to get air conditioner down there in my new shop, man. But I know that's going to be expensive, and the power bill is going to be really expensive. My old shop has just window units in it and everything, but I didn't want to do that to my new shop. I don't know what I'm going to do yet completely with my new shop. It's still I ain't got no insulation in it, no nothing. I'm thinking about if I'm going to do spray foam or if I'm going to do insulation and then put plywood up. I don't know yet what I'm going to do.
I got you. Yeah, you got a pretty nice little setup there, man. It kind of reminds me of my uncle's shop. He saved his entire life to build that shop.
Oh yeah.
Give me
Yeah,
just
I've
a
been.
second, Lee.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Doghouse, you probably are. If you're all about sports and everything, you will be a coach really soon, sooner than what you think, or you'll definitely be a lot involved if they're going to be playing some sports with you put them in it and everything. And it is great. It is great, but you can. The only thing my advice is, don't burn them out. Don't. My oldest man, he was playing. We had him in everything, and we didn't know we could have him in everything, but we had him in county league, city league, travel ball. That kid was playing baseball 7 days a week. It was rough. So yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. Don't burn them out on it. That's the main
Yeah,
thing. It's a lot of fun, but remember, you're there for them. They're not there for you.
yeah. It's just something we have to deal with, Tar Heel, man. Dog poop in the yards and everything. Luckily, I don't have. I used to have some that, man, they had a lot of dog poop in them, but I just let them go throughout the year. And now I don't really deal with a whole lot of people with a lot of dog poop and stuff. But now my wife's like, yeah, but your workers do it now. You don't even go out no more. Yeah, I don't deal with a whole lot of dog poop and stuff. So,
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't let it bother me. I mean,
yeah,
everybody around here has dogs, so
yeah.
I get it. Now, if it's excessive, like if the backyard is just covered, yeah, that's a problem. I'm not gonna deal with that.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't not one person in here that ain't weed eating got dog poop in their face, or maybe on their mouth. Maybe there ain't one person in here that ain't done it yet. Because I have.
That's that's reason number two why I wear those gator masks now because I don't want that crap all over my face. Dude, when I first started my business, Mama Tank was running with me, and she
Yeah,
was scared of the zero turn mower. She didn't want to run it, so she was always on the trimmer. And dude, she got hit right in the middle of her forehead with a pile one time. I'm talking about a fresh pile. And dude, she come over to me, and I thought she was about to cry for real. She was so mad. It's crazy.
Why didn't you give me a cool name like Mama Tank?
I don't know why I didn't give you a cool name like Mama Tank. My wife's sitting over here and she's like, y'all are just like us, Tank, because when we first started, my wife would not get on the mower and I'd be weeding. Every man in town thought I was the sorriest dog, sorriest piece of crap. You know, I know you weed eated and I ran the mower because she wouldn't run the mower. And I was like, oh my goodness, man.
Well, my remedy to that was I bought those standers, and I told my wife, I said, "Look, I said you're running these mowers. I said you got to get over it. I said you can't weed eat all day every day in 100-degree weather. You'll die out here." And I forced her to do it. I basically told her, said, we just spent $30,000 on mowers. I said it can either be for nothing because I'm not mowing another property. You're going to do the mowing while I weed eat.
Yeah.
So if you want to make some money, you're going to have to weed eat, or you're going to have to mow. So that's the
Chad,
way I.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Over the 17 years, Chad, I've had dog poop hit me everywhere in my face, my mouth, nose, eyes, in my ear. It's got me all over, dude. I'm telling you.
My two boys got hit with it last week. And they were like, "Dad, how do you deal with this?" I'm like, "Man, it's just part of it."
Part of it, boy. You gotta get out there and deal with it. It's part of it.
I have
Yeah.
been attacked by a dog, Dalton.
Oh man.
The dog didn't get me. I basically just had to keep the mower between him. He got off of the chain, and I don't know what kind of dog it was, a junkyard dog that I call it, but it got off of the chain, and that joker chased me all the way until I got to the fence. I had to keep the mower between me and him, and once I got to the fence, I hopped over it.
Yeah. My guys have got bit by dogs and everything, man. Especially this one up on there, man, the lake. They got a pit bull. Now Roberto's like, he'll call me, hey, did you tell the guy to put the dog up? And I have to call him every time, hey, put your dog up, you know. And I just hate that. He knows what day we're there every other Thursday. I'm like, dude, you know we're coming. Put your damn dog up, you know. But to answer Chad's question right there, she's way better weed eater than me, man. She's meticulous. She's OCD. When we first started, whatever, we got so many yards. We spent so much time in the yard. We lost money in every yard. But hey, the customers loved every one of our cuts.
My customers liked it because my wife always wore them yoga pants when she was helping me. That's the
Hey,
only. That's
she didn't wear
I'm
yoga
pretty.
pants, but she wore some boots and not shorts, but she wore some boots and all that. And I think that's how we got a lot of our doctors and lawyers and all their yards, or they're out there checking out my wife. Bunch of
I was gonna say
pervs,
I'm pretty
bunch
sure
of
that's how we
pervs.
picked up the customers.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right, Ernest. But no, man, I tell you what, I'm very thankful for my wife, man. There's no way I could have started my business
yeah,
with just me because I had no clue what I was doing. Naturally, you're going to spend more time on your own yard than what you will on your customers because it's your yard and you take a lot more pride in your own stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I try to do, I mean, nobody's perfect. I do the best job that I can
Mm-hmm.
for all my customers, but I don't spend nowhere near as much time on theirs as I do mine. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if it wasn't for my wife, I never would have got anything done. But she
Yeah.
was good on a trimmer, man.
Oh yeah.
She flip edge too. She would not use a stick edger at all.
Hey, my wife ran my whole business for a year. I went back to work and she cut all our customers and had the business still going. You know, if I went back to work and she didn't continue on that full year, we'd have gave up lawn care then. And I just started working for the man again, you know, but she she handled it, man. She's hoss. She's got it. But to answer somebody's question up there
But I do
too,
hate
Tar
the
Heel,
dog. I do hate the dogs in the yard.
but she does hate the dogs in the yard. But Tar Heel asks, "How's is the best way to advertise when you first start out?" I'll give my give me your advice, what you think, and then I'll give mine to answer a question.
Uh, I first started. I didn't know anything. My wife, she created a Facebook page for our business. We put some before and after pictures of different things on in my yard on there, and a lady commented and said, "I need a leaf cleanup at my house," and it actually was a friend of my aunt's, and it took off from there. That lady happened to know a lot of people, and I picked up a lot of business that way.
Word of
And
mouth.
then exactly, word of mouth is your best friend. And then I also got on the business, or I'm sorry, the group Facebook page for my neighborhood, and posted my business, just a picture of my business card on there, and started getting phone calls that way too. But the best way, honestly and truly, is word of mouth, and then get a Google profile. Google profile took my business to the next level, and it's absolutely free.
Yeah,
This doesn't
yeah.
cost you a dime.
Google business, but at the very beginning or whatever, it was probably just word of mouth. And I mean, we put some our name and stuff in the newspaper back then, but it didn't do great.
Or it was yard.
And it was yours I didn't want or whatever. But back then, we would try to take on everything we possibly could. But I don't know. I guess mine has always been word of mouth, you know. But you know, my son and he did some flyers for some stuff, but I think flyers do okay. I gained several this year. I probably gained probably 5 or 6 this year. So just thinking about it now, starting in 2026, I would probably put like some door hangers or maybe make you some flyers so you don't have to spend that much money. Maybe fold them and slide them in the door or something, and don't put them in the mailbox because we did that one time, and yeah, it's a
That's
no
a
no.
felony
Don't
charge.
yeah, because we were passing them out all day, and finally the mail lady came to us. She says, "That y'all putting these flyers out in there? Y'all can't do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're sorry, but yeah, but I think the door hangers or the flyers and stuff would do good right now. Maybe do a post like you said for Facebook nowadays. Um, yeah, but he don't have any. He's wanting to start. That's what I'm saying. Starting at the very beginning, I think what we said was pretty good. Yeah,
Who's asking? Is it Tar Heel?
yeah, Tar Heel.
Uh, my best advice, Tar Heel, is try different things. Throw a lot of different things at the wall and see which one sticks, and then go with that. Do what you can afford to do. Don't get in over your head, man, because you don't want to spend money on something that you're not turning revenue in yet.
Exactly. You need to go out and try to get it. And then if you're wanting to try, I've mentioned it before, you know, the commercial side or whatever. A lot of times, just going in there, hammering a flyer, letting them see you, letting them meet you. Kind of be confident, have confidence when you go in there and talk to them, like you know what you're talking about and all that kind of stuff. You know, maybe look at some YouTube videos on planting, putting mulch down. There's so much out here nowadays with social media and YouTube and all that. We didn't have that when I started or whatever, but you know, you can watch several videos and then go in and talk to people, and then you know what you learned from the video. Say you ain't even done a job yet, but just give that confidence, and then you can always watch another video on. Oh, they want me to spread this mulch. They want me to plant some roses or something right there. Then you can go back and watch a video, and the next day you can go out there and perform the work. You know what I'm saying?
The main thing is Tar Heel. Just do exactly what you say you're gonna do. show up when you say you're going to show up, and communicate. That is, I cannot stress communication enough, because I pick up so many customers because people complaining about their previous lawn guy not communicating. So communicate, do the best job that you can possibly do what you say you're going to do, and show up when you say you're going to show up, and you'll go places, man. You really will. I promise you will.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of debt if you can.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
Francisco, man, I hate to hear that, brother. Best thing I can tell you in a situation like that, man, is just trust God. He'll stick by you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ernest, no, I did not study lawn care. I grew up in a time period where children had to do manual labor at the houses that they lived in.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
grew up, yeah, I grew
School
up
hard
on
knock.
32. Yeah, I grew up on 32 acres of Bahia,
Oh,
and
wow.
and if I wanted to buy, or if I wanted anything at all, period, I had to go to the local neighborhoods and trailer parks and push mow lawns, and that started when I was about 10 years old.
Yeah. Uh, we got a lot of Bahia grass out here in people's yards, and that's the hardest thing to cut, man. Is Bahia, but because it's all
I hate
old
it.
pasture homes and all that, and they built a subdivision in it, and that Bahia still come through because they hayed on it for so many years, and it always finds its way through some of the sodded yards and everything. But man, it's pretty tough to cut, man. That's why we. That's why now. How often? Now, here's a good question. How often do you sharpen your blades?
Uh, if I'm being 100% honest, I I only sharpen my blades about once a week, but they
Yeah,
typically need to be sharpened every 3 days.
yeah. When it's in the busy growth season like this week coming on because we're getting all this rain now and everything's starting to grow, I'll sharpen them twice a week. But once like the beginning of the season, towards the end of the season, once a week. And we're cutting a pretty good bit of properties too. You know?
That's right. Uh, you can do card on file. I mean, you're not going to get that with everyone, but you can do card on file. I mean,
Mm.
I do, like I said, I do all different types of payment forms. I even take checks from some customers, but I
A
do
lot of
most
times
of the
it's a fee. It's a fee with card on file, ain't it? So you need
well,
to charge a little more
if
to that fee.
if you're using yard book and you're taking credit or debit cards, there's going to be a fee anyway. But normally, I give the people the option to pay me on their own after the services are rendered. But
Mhm.
after that, if they're late and I have to call them and chase my money, I'll tell them, like, look, man, you got three chances with me. Strike three, you're out. And if you come back after that third time, I'll tell you the only way we're going to continue business is if I get a credit card to put on file. So, but I have had some people come to me up front and be like, hey, can we do card on file? It's too hard for me to remember to pay. So, and that's a good thing. Card on file is good, but I mean, you're not going to get everyone to do that. Some people just ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Like I think that is the way to go, but how much does it charge you? Do you charge on file whatever program you're using?
How much does it charge you to do card on file when you do it and everything? Because she said that's probably the way to go.
I want to say it really just depends on how much the service is, because the way yard book is, you have a stripe fee and then you have yard books fee as well. So I can't remember what the percentage is, but there's a percentage per transaction of that transaction, and then I think yard books fee is like a dollar something per transaction.
Okay.
So it's not by
I mean, it's
It's
not
not
enough
by
to
the.
knock a noticeable dent.
She said it's not enough to noticeable dent. Yeah.
And also another thing to consider too is if you're using yard book, the customer has an option to leave you a tip. 90% of my customers leave a tip, and that
Oh, that's
that
cool.
pretty much waives the yard fee or the stripe fee.
And yard book is you're using the free version or you're using the paid version?
I am, I
Okay,
am.
free version.
Now there are perks to the paid version, but right now I'm not at a point where I consider myself in a need for me to use the paid version. I know people that are using the paid version though, and they love it.
Yeah, we use the paid version of
if you were commercial.
Invoice Simple.
If you were commercial, would you use the paid version?
If you were commercial, would you use the paid version of yard?
Depends, honestly, because most of the commercial
just gonna take
contracts,
the check.
yeah, most of the commercial contracts I've had, they'll send you a check or either direct deposit, one of the two. They won't do credit card or anything like that.
They know. Yeah, a lot of my I have commercials that do pay on time and everything, but these apartment complexes that I do, yeah, sometimes it's 3 or 4 months behind, and that's pretty tough.
I've always heard nightmare stories about apartment complexes. I've got a really close friend of mine that does a lot of them, and he despises them.
Yeah,
The only reason he's keeping them is because he's making about $250,000 just off of the apartments alone.
If you
yeah,
don't have the cash flow to handle it, then you're gonna
yeah,
hate the apartment.
yeah. If you don't have the cash flow to handle and everything, you're gonna hate the apartment. That's why I keep residential and commercial. The residential helps pay the guys, keep them paid up, and you know, and then the commercials will help with it too or whatever. But like you were
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
earlier in the video, uh, the cash flow is what you need, especially if you got guys too.
Cash flow is very important, and I know there's a lot of people out there. I tried this, and this is kind of off subject here, but it kind of goes back to cash flow. There's a lot of people out there that's paying all of their personal finances and all of their business finances out of the same account. I highly recommend do not do that because it will jack your cash flow up. It will mess your cash flow up.
Yeah.
But cash
Okay.
flow is extremely important, especially if you're doing landscaping as well as lawn care.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That's good advice.
Yeah, it's really good advice.
But you get the commercials, you know they're going to catch up.
Yeah, with the commercials, I know they're going to catch up. Like I've been cutting them for what 10 years or longer. They always catch up and
But
pay me.
it's
They always.
hard when they don't pay.
It is hard when they don't pay.
Because we go 5, 6 months without them
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with the times we're living in as well. I mean, everybody's struggling. I mean, the individuals are struggling, small businesses are struggling. Truthfully, I think the only people that aren't struggling is corporate owned companies. And
Yeah, yeah,
they're part of the reason why everyone else is struggling. So I think a lot of that has to do with the times we're living in, but that's another story for another day. I'm not going to get off on that tangent because we'll be here till midnight.
yeah, definitely.
pay. They got the money to be paying it.
They got the money to be paying it, but they just they hold off, and it's crappy
I
how they
got
do
you.
that.
Yeah.
What gets me is when they start developing in these apartments and they're a month or two behind. Because I got one
Yeah.
up north that they're doing it right now. They put in some new concrete areas, uh, picnic areas. They put the tops over them and everything, and they're re-ramping them, so they're re-gutting them and re-putting them inside. But then they're 2 months behind on my payment, and it really eats me up a little bit with that.
Yeah, I understand that, man, especially when you see someone's out there turning a lot of money and but yet they can't pay you. It's it's insane. I know I've got one of my neighbors, a guy that lives a couple houses down from me. He owns a fairly good size welding outfit. He has a bunch of union employees,
Yeah.
and he's doing a bunch of work in Columbia, South Carolina right now, and he told me that the contractor owes him over $500,000. And
Wow.
yeah, he said the past 2 weeks he's had to come out of his own pocket to pay his guys. He's got over 40 guys working for him, and he had to come out of pocket to pay them. Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine that. I would have a stroke. I would have a stroke right there, probably die.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes with the 3 apartments that I do, they're big money tickets or whatever, but if they're 4 or 5 months behind, I'm sending Roberto and them up there twice a month to cut them, hour and a half away, and I'm not getting no pay for it, you know? And it gets pretty rough, man.
We ain't a
It
half a
really does.
million behind, but
We're not a half a million
we're
behind, but
20, thirty
we're
thousand
about
behind.
30,000 sometimes. It could be
Behind.
behind with the commercial.
You just gotta
That's
manage
still
it.
a big amount, man. I
Yeah, it is.
mean, I mean, you're what, a three man operation?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a fairly large amount there, Lee.
Yeah. We
That's
still, but you just got to
that's a
manage your money. You know, if you manage
yeah.
your
You're
money
right
right
about
or
that.
whatever, it's going to come
Some
in. Some
Someone
people
said
do.
that at the beginning or closer to the top. Someone said that you got to manage your money in lawn care, and that's true. You can't be out here balling in the summertime. You got to think about the winter too.
Yeah, well, that's what we do now. That's something I'll tell you too. And a lot of y'all need to know this too. If you're new in it, like Tar Heel and all them, if you're new into this, you need to start saving around June or July for your winter months. You know, that way, you just put back a little bit each month, and that'll help you in the winter time when you don't have a lot of work coming in. That way it'll kick you off for the next season and everything. So
My
make sure you're
advice
putting
is
money back.
my advice for that is save your winter funds first. If
Yep.
you start in March or start in April,
Yep.
save for your winter funds before you save for anything else. If you just say you need $20,000 or $30,000 to get you through the winter,
Yeah.
save that.
Yeah.
Af-
Exactly.
After that,
Mhm.
everything else is a bonus.
Yep.
And
Yep. Everything.
another piece of advice too for guys like you, Tar Heel, starting out, focus on one service at a time, man. Don't try to get good at 5 or 6 things at once. When I say focus on one service, I mean like focus on getting good at cutting grass and cutting bushes. Don't try to go out there and do mulch and pine straw and all that, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna bite
Definitely.
off more than you can chew, and you ain't gonna be able to satisfy everybody, and you're gonna get
Yeah.
tired of it and hang it up.
Yeah.
Don't get burned out.
And
But I think you need to do everything you can
yeah.
to make money.
Hmm. Tar Heel, I'm in Alabama. I'm in West Central Alabama.
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 War Eagle.
Roll Tide. You see it on the back wall. Ain't no War Eagle.
How about them dogs, baby?
About them dogs.
Go dogs.
There's a bunch of them in here that likes dogs. But Chad's in here. He's the other one he likes the Eagles. Yeah.
Nah, I like I tell you what, as much as I hated playing against you guys, man, I did like Nick Saban, man. I just hated the fact that he had our number every single time.
Hey man, y'all, the dogs are good too, though, man. Kirby Smart built that
He
team
changed
up.
everything.
Yeah, he changed
Kirby,
everything. But he was trained by Nick Saban. What can you say?
man, get out of here. He was born and bred, and he's a Georgia alumni. Get out of here.
Come on now, come on.
He went through, man. Look here, Kirby Smart. Alabama started falling off when Kirby Smart left. Does that tell you something there, Lee?
Oh my. Yeah, because Nick Saban didn't want to pay for players that NIL or whatever is. He's all up in Congress now about it and everything. Wham, baby. Oh God.
But
shirt, that long line.
Yeah, check out this now. We used to be in a Facebook group with it's called Lawn Life.
No, there was no YouTube videos at that time.
No, there weren't YouTube videos at that time, but it was on.
That's what got us in the community.
That's what got us in somewhat little of a community off Facebook. It was called Lawn Life. Yeah. They're still around.
It was all they sent us t-shirts.
Yeah, they sent us t-shirts. I won a advanced shoot blocker with them one time. Kind of cool, Even though
that's what I have on my
recommend.
61.
I wouldn't recommend them nowadays, but do you like it? Do you like the
No.
shoot blocker? No, I didn't like it either.
He hated it. But it is.
I never have liked it, but it's better than nothing.
So if any of y'all are on Facebook or get on Facebook and everything, check out Lawn Life. They're pretty cool, man. They got a lot of information in there. Tar Heel, if you want to look them up. Starting off, they got a lot of information in there, and it's a big group, so pretty cool.
Be careful who you watch on YouTube, though.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
Were good.
How often do I come on live? Every Sunday night at 7:00 right now. I think if I try to push it anymore, it's taking time away from everything. I get into stuff too much.
Yeah, unless he breaks the child labor laws.
Yeah, yeah, I can't break the child labor laws anymore. I can't.
know.
I
messed up.
learned.
I messed up. What? We was the jump park yesterday. You know the jumpy trampoline park.
You know the jumpy trampoline parts. I don't know if y'all can hear her. She's talking. But, oh, you're gonna come
I
on
can
and talk.
barely hear.
You know the jumpy trampoline park.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Lee, why don't you do a video from like filming them in here?
Yeah, if she
No,
wanted me
no.
to
I
film
was
in
like,
the trampoline park with all the kids, I looked at her like, "Are you crazy?"
I was like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
never
a great
mind.
idea.
Nope, no kids. Do not
Not
do
only
that.
will you probably get banned from YouTube,
I'm
you
going
probably
to
get
jail.
jumped by somebody's parents.
I was like,
Yeah, I'm
no.
going to
What are you doing
jail.
recording my children?
I was like, "That ain't good, Brittany. No." She's
Yeah.
like, "Well,
Yeah,
it's
this
our
is
kids over there jumping." I said, "But there's 50 other kids over there."
yeah, it's 2026. You can't do that no more.
Yeah, no, I figured it out. Like it didn't hit. It only took me a couple minutes to hit me, but
Yeah, yeah, crazy. We still got
Yeah,
17 people in here. How long did you want to go tonight? We're at an hour and 40 minutes right now.
it doesn't matter to me. I'm good for whatever.
I know there's some lives I saw where you're like, "Hey, me and Mama Tank got to go to bed, got to get up in the
you
morning
better
and
give
stuff."
me
Yeah,
some
we knock off at
time.
11. We call it a night at 11. My wife and I do.
Yeah. What kind of name
But
do
Let
you
me
want,
see
Brittany?
Mama Tank.
Where's
what's
Mama
that?
Tank at?
I
She
want to see
said
Mama
she
Tank.
wants to see Mama Tank. Where's Mama Tank at?
Mama Tank is not leaving the recliner right now. She's in the living room and she's playing PUBG. You do not mess with Mama Tank
PUBG.
when she's on PUBG.
I love it.
PUBG. I don't even know what PUBG is. What is that?
It's one of them video games that they play on their iPads or whatever. She's got this headset for it. She's got these triggers and everything. I think it's like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You better give me a name by next Sunday.
Okay.
Ernest, I from time to time I'll take a lunch break, but if it's just me by myself, I normally just go with it, man. If I Last year I had an employee and I just flat out told him from the get go, man, I don't normally take lunch breaks, but if you decide you get hungry, you need to tell me. I have no problem with stopping. So I came from a job where I didn't get lunch breaks. So I'm used to not eating lunch.
I don't want to do it because I won't be able to. I won't be able to download. Yeah, we take a lunch. My guys take a lunch break every day. You know, and if I'm with them, I'll pay for it. Um, but you know, I buy their waters and all that kind of stuff, Gatorades, whatever they need. But like, you know, if I'm with them, I buy their lunch and everything. But if they're on their own, I kind of let them just stop and eat wherever they want to or whatever. No big
That's right. Yeah, I mean I eat breakfast every day though. I gotta eat breakfast.
deal. Mhm.
You don't want to be around me if I hadn't had something in my guts first thing in the morning. I'm hard to talk to. But
How
no,
much
that's
money can someone make consistently going solo if the descent in lawn care?
I think it really
How
depends on
much?
your area.
Okay.
I think it really depends on your area, what your market value is, because there's only so many hours in a day,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do but so much in a day. So I don't recommend working more than 10 hours in a day. Or I can't even say that really. I can't recommend how many hours to work in a day because every area is different. I know in my area, people really don't want you on their properties past 6 o'clock. So I try not to work longer than 8 hours. Sometimes I'll go till about 5 o'clock, but most time I'm done by 4. But it really just depends on your area. I've heard stories of people making $200,000 a year as a solo operator, and if you're doing that, you're doing good, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Definitely.
I would say you would probably make somewhere between 100 and you can expect to make somewhere between 100 and 160 to 170 maybe. That's just my guess.
If you hustle
Yeah,
As a
you're gonna have to have the hustle
drive.
ability, the drive to want to get out there and make money. It's all up to you too, you know. The
Yeah.
jobs it can possibly come, but when it comes
Jobs are
down
there.
to it, it's up to you. How much do you want to hustle? How much, you know, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and I can tell you this too, man. A lot of people don't realize it, but they hear that you're making 6 figures cutting grass. Man, there's a lot that comes out of that six figures. You've got to pay taxes. You've got to pay all your overhead, whether it be paying helpers, paying
Insurance.
Insurance.
dump fees, like y'all said, insurance, gas. There's a lot that comes out of that money. So
Mhm.
$120,000 as a small business owner is not like you making $120,000 working for another man. It's completely different.
Very different. Yeah, there's a lot of expenses and everything that comes out of that.
Gotta be able to manage money.
Yeah,
But
and you got to be able to manage your money. That's the number one thing, man. You
that's
can't just
exactly right.
if you make say you make 3,000 that week or whatever, you need to be putting back a pretty good bit of it. Don't just go out there and say, "Oh, well, I did this week. I'm going to go and blow some money out," and I think I can do that every week. It's not going to happen. So,
You can make
like you said, weather,
you can
all that
make
can determine.
Yeah, and another thing too, I tell a lot of people this:
Yeah.
if you're planning on going full time in your business, no matter what you're doing, this could be talking about doing plumbing, carpentry work, lawn care, whatever. You have to be honest with yourself. Are you someone that is self motivated, like you're talking about Tar Heel? Are you a go getter? Or are you someone that you got to have common sense too? I mean, I feel like you have to have more common sense than you do book smarts because of the simple fact that you've got to be able to figure stuff out, man. Got to be able to figure it out because you're going to have downfalls in business. You're going to have stuff tear up. You got to be able to figure it out, man. It's all on you. There's no one to. You don't have a supervisor to turn to and say, "Hey, this needs to be replaced." Nah, bro, it's all on you.
Yeah. I appreciate that,
So
Andrew. Thanks for coming in and thanks for sharing out the live tonight. I really do appreciate that. That's pretty awesome.
you can make 7,000 a week, but you
Yeah.
gotta be
but
able to manage the expenses that come with it and
Mhm.
manage your money.
Mhm.
as a business owner, you wear many hats, man. You really do.
Yeah.
As an owner operator,
Yeah.
you're the owner, you're the supervisor, you're the operator, you're the secretary, you're the estimator. You're doing it all. So it's something to think about, man. It's a lot, especially if you're a solo guy and you're married and have kids. It's going to take more time out of your day than what you realize. It's not just about getting out there cutting grass. There's stuff behind the scenes that's got to be done too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot
And
involved.
and
But you
also
can
I hear
do it.
Ray.
We're not pushing you away from trying it
Absolutely
and
not.
doing
Yeah,
it.
you
You
can
can do
you
it.
can definitely do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
And I hear Ray talk about it all the time too, man. It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you can keep.
Mhm.
So what that means is you've got to be willing to get out there and fix your stuff yourself sometimes, man, because you got to be able to save a dollar wherever you can.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and if you just commented you're pretty handy on repairing your own equipment, that's great. That means you don't have to take it to a dealer to get fixed, and a lot of them are 100 plus an hour to work on anything. So if you can,
And if you're dealing with my
yeah,
dealership, you're going to be two weeks behind on everything, no matter what
yep,
the issue is.
yeah, yep.
Nothing makes me madder than going to the dealership and they tell you right off the bat, we're 2 weeks behind.
Mm.
It's like, man, y'all need to hire some more hands in that shop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you're that far behind, you can get some more people in there and make some money. Uh,
Who are you talking about, Tar Heel? Harry Gaunt?
I think he's a NASCAR driver, is what they're mentioning up there at the beginning.
Oh, I
Said he
got you.
drove the Skull Bandit car back in the day.
Skull Bandit.
Yeah. I
Man,
like
I hadn't
NASCAR
watched.
back in the day, man, but it was years and
Yeah.
years ago. We used to go to the infield at Talladega and stay a week. It was so fun back in the day.
Yeah. Well, I used to watch it. I watched it probably for about 2 years after Earnhardt got killed, and it just kind of
Yeah,
once they started introducing the restrictor plate, man, it kind of got away to
yeah,
what racing was all about to me.
yeah,
So it kind of wasn't really interesting to me no more.
yeah.
Have no problem with it though. What is a lookout service? Oh, a lockout service.
Lockout service.
What is that, like a key, making
Yeah,
keys or something?
yeah, trying to do something like that or whatever too. As far as a business, I guess that's what Jay Meyer's saying.
Yeah,
NASCAR died at Daytona 2001.
yeah, yeah. He was my all-time favorite, and I grew up back in the days of Richard Petty. So
Mine was Mark Martin before the Viagra car. The Valvoline car.
My
Different kind of
stepdad,
oil.
my stepdad was a Mark Martin fan because they're both from Arkansas.
Yeah, yeah. I like
This,
Tim, Rusty Wallace. We was Ford back in the day, so everybody that ran a Ford, that's what we like.
yeah, that was back in the day when men were men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I probably shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
Oh, we're all men on here. I'm pretty sure talking to everybody and getting with everybody. I think we all got the same understanding.
Yeah. So I got a question, man. How do you like the Chinese mini skid?
I love it. That you're trying to bring you're trying to bring.
No, I'm not trying to start any kind of controversy at all. I'm just
Yeah.
sooner or later I'm gonna get a mini skid, and I'm just trying to weigh my options here.
I make a lot of money with it. I do really well with it. Not had a whole lot of tear ups. It does what I needed to do, far as the smaller landscaping properties. Projects. Not taking on anything like really big. Tearing out a couple bushes and putting down gravel, spreading gravel. You know, uh, I've used it for a lot of things, and it's done really well. Same way with my little Mini X. Both of them are Chinese made, and I've dug water lines, I've dug French drains, I've dug ditches, I've dug I've dug out trees, I've planted trees with it. It's both of them served me well. So yeah, I can't
I
say
hear you,
anything
man.
wrong with them. Now, what I would say is the first one I bought was the Mini X. That was before I knew about auctions and everything. I paid like 7 grand for it. Well, now if I'd have known back then about auctions, you can get them for like 3,500, 4,000. And then my mini skid steer, I did get it at an auction, and I paid $2,800 for it. And I've made since I've had both equipments or whatever, I probably made 250,000 off of them.
That's pretty
So
good there. How long have you had them?
I've had the Mini X longer. I've had the Mini X. No, I've had the one for 2.5 years. The other one probably 4, maybe 3.5. I had one longer than the other one. I had the probably all together probably 3.5 years. Time flies, pretty.
No, I'm on a video. Everybody wants to talk to you, babe.
Last year.
Mama
Oh,
Tank says she does not want to be in the video. Sorry.
Mama Tank ain't gonna be in the video.
Tank, come on. I just got my elbow in it. Come on, Mama Tank.
I got my elbow in it.
Like, I'm not showing my face in it.
Somebody said that Valvoline car was sweet. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I didn't like probably 2 years. Probably 2 years. I'm not good with time. My wife knows, okay?
Still, that's pretty good, man. I mean, you've
Yeah,
had them
yeah,
2 years, and you've
yeah.
made $250,000 with them. You can't ask for much better than that.
No, I've done really well. I did one project that probably I made like 65,000 on that we used the equipment. It was one project. We did it up on the lake. What I did is we did the sod in the yard. I did 200 feet of retaining wall, and then I did riprap on the side of the bank with the machine and everything. And that was before YouTube. That was before I created my channel, so I didn't have no footage of it pretty much.
Yeah,
Kind of
both
sucked.
Tar Heel. No, I'd say I probably got another year before I get into that. Right now, I'm renting. I just got into renting equipment this past winter. I had to rent my brother-in-law's got a mini excavator. It's a Chinese mini X, and I had to use it for a few jobs to rip out some old shrubs. And honestly, I didn't even realize that was an option until one of the dealerships or until one of the rental companies screwed me over. But and he threw that option out there, and that thing came in handy. And my mother-in-law calls it the Timu tractor. It's a tiny
Yeah,
mini skid.
yeah.
And
But they can get in pretty good places and all that.
or,
I mean, I like
or- yeah, I mean mini X. I'm sorry, not a mini
it.
skid, but and also I've seen some of the mini skid steers at the sod supplier that I use. He has 3 of them for sale, and he's wanting $6,000 a piece for them. Which, I mean, you can get them for cheaper. And I realize, well, he's trying to make money off of them. He bought them from an auction,
Mm-hmm.
so he's trying to just flip them. And but everybody that I've talked to about those, we've got a Kubota dealership. I'm sorry, we got 2 Kubota dealerships and two Bobcat dealerships. And one of the Bobcat dealerships told me that if I want to get into skid work, like dirt work and things like that, and just buying heavy equipment or a mini skid or a mini X or whatever, to start out with a Chinese mini skid, make some serious money, and every dime that I make with that machine, put it back,
Regret it.
and then save up for the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You won't regret it.
Because
You won't regret it. It does pretty well.
yeah,
And they make a 1,000 that's pretty close to what Chad's is, and they're only going for like 8,500. So,
yeah, that's
and
not bad.
it'll pick up like 1,100-1,200 pounds.
I know Vermeer makes one, and when you're talking
Mhm.
about a brand like Vermeer, you're talking about a $30,000 or $40,000 machine. But
Yeah.
Vermeer makes one; it'll pick up an entire pallet of sod, a 500 square foot pallet of sod,
Yeah.
and that's impressive.
That is impressive.
And that would make my life so much easier,
About
because
quarter of a
the way it is around here, you can't buy the mini rolls or anything like that. When it comes to sod, the only thing you can get is either the great big giant rolls, or you can get slabs. And I don't know if
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah.
done slabs, but that's some back-breaking work, man.
Oh, it is. Mine would pick up a lot more if I had counterweights on the back of it. Mine tries to tip too much or whatever, but man, them hydraulics are strong as all get out, man. It's lifting it up, but it's you know teeter totting. If I had some counterweights
Hmm.
on the back of it with my big self, I could probably pick up a lot more. You know.
Yeah, but no, I've got some experience in landscaping from years ago, and just kind of carried it with me. And I started advertising landscaping this year, like sod and just different things that I have to use equipment for. And a lot of people, and it's funny because a lot of people just don't realize, just because just because you're a owner operator of a lawn care company, that doesn't mean people automatically assume that you do landscaping as well. I
Oh,
found that out the hard way.
yeah.
And I had a lady, one of my customers that I've been taking care of her property for about 4 years now. She texted me over the winter and told me that she was thinking about having all of her flower beds redone. And she said, if you know any landscapers that you would recommend, let me know. And I'm over here like, hey, I'm a landscaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I thought all you did was cut grass. I'm like, no, I do it all. I'm a
Yeah.
landscaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a
So
lot of times that help you if you have signage on your truck and everything to say that.
yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I
or
agree. I
just
don't.
tell them at the beginning, but a lot of them forget. But try to tell them at the beginning what all service you take on. Tar Heel, I
Yeah,
appreciate you coming by, man. Have a good night, and yeah, man, get some great knowledge from some of these guys and me that I bring on the live, and help you grow what you're going to try to do and everything. So,
yeah, man.
we're going to run it for about 2 more minutes, guys. That'll be 2 hours. And yeah, if y'all got any more questions or anything you want to ask us before we let this thing go, let me know or whatever, so we can try to squeeze it in real quick. Oh, Doghouse said he remembers laying slab Bermuda back at the golf course. Yeah.
Yeah, Tar Heel. Anytime, brother. Reach out to me if you got any questions, man. 800 pounds lifting for 3,400.
Yeah. It's not bad.
No, not at all. I was always told that you want to try to stay in the 20 horse range. I don't know if that's true or not,
Yeah,
but
mine's like 23 horse, but it's gas. Mine's gas engine. Now I
oh,
wish
really? I
mine,
didn't.
yeah, mine's gas. I wish it had 3 pump system on it, so I could run, if I was going to do a mulcher or something like that, and the wheels, because right now with only 2 pumps, I can run one, but only one of the tracks will move. You know what I'm saying? So I have to teeter tot it. So that's why I wish I had a little bit bigger mini skid steer. So
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'd like to have something like what Ray's got going on over there. Plus he
that
got the
mulcher,
75-3.
yeah,
That's that. He's
it's
killing it with that mulcher, man.
yeah, he's getting some jobs, man. He's making good money doing that, and he's thinking about going to the 97 or whatever. But I'm kind of like how we are too. Yeah, eventually he probably does, and he's probably getting to that point where he wants to. But like you said, stack your cash up with what you got right now because it's working. You know, he uses
Yeah,
them Chinese mulchers. He didn't pay a whole lot of money for them. Didn't pay 40 grand that they cost or whatever. And I mean, he's getting the jobs that people are getting with the $40,000 mulcher. You know, so
that's right. And he
stack
he
your
can
cash.
also he can also do it without charging the same price that a lot of people are charging because they're making payments on those $30,000 or $40,000
Yeah.
mulchers.
Yeah, so charge the same price. It's still doing the job that it needs to do. Doghouse, I appreciate it, man. Hey,
Yeah, Dalton,
we
take it
need
easy,
you.
bud.
We need you on the next one, man. You can talk pretty good. I've watched your videos and everything. This is what this channel's all about. It's what this live is all about to bring in the guys from YouTube on here and talk. So yeah, and I appreciate Tank being on here so much, man. This is
Appreciate
awesome.
you having me, bud.
It was an awesome night. I'll have you on again for sure. And yeah,
I
it was
think I
fantastic.
just found your channel probably about 6 months ago, man. I was actually talking about Chinese mini skids with my buddy down at New Hope Cuts, and he was like, "Man, you need to check out Urban's Lawn Care.
Oh
He's
wow,
got he's got one of them Chinese minis." And
I
so
like
I,
New Hope.
yeah, he's a good guy, man. Me and him talk probably daily, honestly. I ain't never
Yeah, really.
never met him in person, but we talk all the time.
Is
And
he from Georgia too?
he's from down around Middle Georgia. Have you ever heard of Warner Robins
I know.
We screw up our name. We should have
or
been there.
Macon?
I've heard of Macon, Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not too far from Macon. Not too far from Macon. He's down I-16.
Okay.
I'm up I-20 going towards Atlanta from him.
Okay. All right, Ernest. Good night, buddy. Yeah, we're about to call it and everything. So, guys, I appreciate the live. Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate all the comments. Tank, again, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll definitely have you on again. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
man, I
you got
appreciate
you
you
got
having me.
you got anything else you want to add before we cut this thing off?
Nah, man, just keep at it, man. All you new guys out there, man, it's gonna get tough, but get through it, Tar Heel.
Yeah, Tar Heel is 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Sunday nights. I come on every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
I enjoyed it.
Yep. And
Yeah,
like
my
I
wife
always say,
enjoyed
man.
the night. Glad you came on because like we didn't have nobody we were going to put on the night, you
Right.
know.
We're gonna
So
start putting more
Yeah,
live on.
I gotta tell Ernest though, man. He said I'm the man. I gotta say, Ernest, as long as you're around, I'm just the man next to the man.
exactly, I loved having Ernest
Everybody's the
on. I
man.
gotta do another one with Ernest to check back with him. Like I want to run through all these guys and the new ones, and then run them again. Because we learn so much from everybody. And it's great. To do these lives, and we had like 25 people on here at one time, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Ernest is a pretty smart cat, man. I know a lot of times in my videos I'll get on after I just got into it with somebody, be ready to slap the mess out of somebody. And Ernest would get on there and be like, Tank.
Always gotta listen to Ernest's advice.
Yeah.
Always.
Gotta listen to Ernest advice, and they're so long. They're so nice. Nice what he talks about. He's got so much knowledge, so much advice to give us. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's kind of like talking to Morgan Freeman. Anytime he's around, he's the wisest man in the room.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, he is, man. Definitely. He said my wife's laughing and she knows better.
Well, we're not gonna get into that because I tell everybody, look, if you need to know anything about how to do your job, ask my wife and she will guide you through it.
Yeah,
Always.
exactly.
Always. Guess what?
Yeah. She will definitely.
I,
Okay.
I,
Yes. So that'd be 8 o'clock for you then. Okay. Yeah. I think it's 8 o'clock for you as well, ain't it, Tank?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock for me. You're Central Time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're over there next to God's country.
Yeah, it's a lot of farmlands over here where I'm at, man. It's a lot of
And he even told
cows,
y'all-
horses, and
And
everything.
he even told y'all a story about this yet. So
What Mama Irvin say?
Oh, long life. Yeah.
He ain't even told y'all that story yet. And that's a really good community.
Yeah. Long Life is really good community, man. That's why I said y'all need to check them out on Facebook and everything because they're pretty cool, man. You can learn a lot from them as well. So, well, all right,
That's right.
guys. I guess we're gonna send this bad boy off. Thank y'all so much for being on here. Appreciate you again, Tank, and we'll catch y'all
Thank you,
on
Lee.
the next live. Thank you, man.
Yep.
I
See y'all,
appreciate it.
everybody.
All right, see y'all.